Hello, my dear friends. Today I'm going to talk about a new chapter in your science book, chapter 4, page 62 to 65, and it's talking about ecology. Everything is connected. Ecology, let's start to know what is ecology. Ecology is a science that study of interaction of living things with one another and with their environment. And we've got two parts of an environment. We've got biotic and abiotic. Biotic, biotic, describing living factors in the environment like plants and animal. We know bio means a living, alive things. Biotic means alive things around you, like plants and animal, insects, etc. And we've got a biotic describe the environment, the non-living parts of environment, including water, rock, light, temperature, and a lot of things, air. Those are abiotic. Those are non-living things. And we've got five levels of environmental organization. We've got organism, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. We are going to talk about each of them, what is the meaning of them. Here we've got this picture and the definition of them. At first we've got this small fish. We can see one fish means individual, means one organism. It's one organism living in one place. We call it organism or individual. But in population, we've got a numbers of fishes. They are same species. They live in the same geographical area. We call them population. So population is what? A group of same organism of the same species that live in a specific geographical area. Look, they have the same type of animal living in the same place. We call population. Animal, any living things. And in the second picture, we've got community. What is community? All populations of species that live in the same habitat and interaction with each other. Look, if you look at this picture, we've got this fish and this plant and this another fish and this jellyfish. Both of them, all of them are living in the same area, in the same species. They have the same habitat. That's why they live together. So we call them community. What is community? Community, all populations of a species that live in the same habitat and interactions with each other. Okay, and fourth one, we've got ecosystem. What's ecosystem? Ecosystem, a community of organisms that they're a biotic environment. A biotic environment. Look at community, we've got only living things like this jellyfish, this fish, and the shark, and this plant. Those are living things. But in ecosystem, we've got water and rock, fish, plant, jellyfish. Those are living things and non-living things together. They are in the same place. We call it ecosystem, a community of organisms and their biotic environment. Okay, and the last one we've got biosphere. Biosphere is the part of Earth where life exists. Look, if you look at this place, this is the place there is a life in this specific area or part of Earth. Okay, and here we've got this picture too. Five living for levels for a field of mouse. If we look at a field of mouse, at first we've got only this mouse we call organism, and second level, we've got population, means the same species. They are same species living in the same geographical area. We call it population. And in community, look, we've got different type of living things or different type of organism that live in the same area. We call it community. And ecosystem, look, if you look at it, we've got a lot of things here. We've got non-living things like this building, and living things like this rabbit and deer, trees and mouse. All of them are a living thing and non-living thing. At the first, we've got biosphere. Biosphere means a part of area that life is exist. Of course, life only exists in Earth. And here we've got Okay, so here we've got this video. I want you to watch it very carefully and write a note about it. That's the when we talk it.
What is ecology, you ask? Well, that's a very good question. Eco comes from the Greek word that means house. So if you think of the earth as a house and all of the animals in the world as the family, ecology is the study of Earth's different ecosystems and how those ecosystems interact together. This German, Ernst Haeckel, was credited with creating the name ecology to encourage scientists to consider the different ways that organisms interact together. Just like a ziggurat has many levels, so too does ecology have many levels of organization. Each level of organization is slightly larger than the next. At the smallest level of ecology, you have an organism like this shark. Just to remind ourselves, an organism is any living thing. Just above the organism is a population. A population is a group of animals that are of the same species. So we could ask the question, which animal in this picture is not part of the population? The shark, obviously, is the animal that does not belong in this picture. A community, on the other hand, is also a group of animals, but also includes different species. The next level of organization in ecology is the ecosystem. An ecosystem, such as this lake ecosystem, is all the organisms in a given area. Above the ecosystem, however, is the biome. Biomes are major regional or global communities such as major deserts or grassy savannas. The only thing larger than the biome is the biosphere, which includes all living things on Earth. Here is a graphic showing all the levels of ecology in a visual organizer. You can see that the smallest level starts off with an individual, then moves up to a population of species that are the same. This is followed by a community where different species interact in a larger ecosystem which makes up the entire region. The major level communities are represented by the map on the biome section, and the biosphere in turn makes up everything on Earth. There are different ways that scientists study ecology. The first method is observation. Observation is where people look with their eyes at the world and write down what they see in their science journals. There are two types of observation in the world. The first is direct surveys where people look at things with their own eyes.
Okay,
The second kind
that's where